Just one change on the Celtic side from that which played in Tannadice. Magic Zoraski comes in place of Craig Booty to link up with Vinegar of Hesselink, thus underlining Celtic's search for the right combination up front as Miller joins Beattie and Ryden on the bench. No Celtic-bound Scott MacDonald, he isn't even in Scotland this very day. And a Motherwell side shows 3 changes from that which lost in the last minute to Kilmarnock on Monday. Patterson and Keegan are out. David Clarkson replaces MacDonald, and Stephen McGarry and former Celtic player Kevin McBride come into the starting lineup. Well, there we are. This is a combination, a tryout again with Zoraski coming in with Vinegar of Hesselink, still Celtic's top goal scorer. And we'll see how that works out today. Magic Zoraski, a lot of talent. Not fully established himself, of course, in the Celtic side this season. Referee Eddie Smith actually counting the players. Nice to see that. Off we go on a beautiful day here for football. And you know, you wouldn't have imagined that at this juncture you'd be reflecting the fact that Celtic hadn't won a game in the last 3, considering the pace and momentum they'd built up since early in August. So today they have to prove their credentials as champions are still valid against a club which hasn't recorded a victory here at Parkhead since October 1999. Mark, Motherwell lost narrowly the last time they were here, 2-1. Up comes Celtic captain trying to get a touch on that. And of course they drew 1 each at Fir Park in the last game there. So although Celtic traditionally do very well against Motherwell, as Porridge, a little bit too clever by half there. Traditionally find it very hard against Celtic Motherwell. Nevertheless, many of the games have been very close, especially at Fir Park. Nakamura. Motherwell getting players back into the box. Way by Cragen, Clarkson. Clarkson has not fulfilled the promise that he gave early on in his career at Fir Park. Has been suffering injury, of course, and Vinegar, Zoraski, that ball almost parting his shed in his hair. Just watch it again. Right position, just a little bit too high and too fast. Really in after that. Almost his 11th goal of the season. As I said, a beautiful day for football, but it's not just the overhead conditions. The Parkhead pitch has been outstanding all season, especially when you compare it to some other pitches, or mud heaps, more accurately described as, in other places. The groundsman was out there minutely examining all the little possibilities of weeds and so on, and part of the meticulous nature of the build-up of this club altogether. Motherwell finding it difficult to get going. Christian Vadoc was the man who got that away, the Hungarian. Now Clarkson. Just got away with that, behind the player all the same. It was McGarry who picked it up. Now Kerr, Brian Kerr, neat dodge by the referee there. Played forward by Corrigan. Good tackling on that far side as the ball was given away far too easily by Kevin McBride. Now McGiddy. Well, Caldwell should have been ready for that. Clarkson, poor ball in by Clarkson. Now that was a very interesting situation there as Caldwell was caught sleeping, and Motherwell should have exploited it better, but the final ball again let them down. Poor one, easily defended. Corner kick. Up comes Cragen and Reynolds. Reynolds in particular, Mark Reynolds has been outstanding this season, youngster, but playing with great maturity in that defence. Little touchdown, now away goes Presley. Nakamura. Plenty of space here for McGeady. Clarkson tracking him all the way. It's a decent ball in, beautifully put down there to Zaraski. I think the flag was up, you know, and that's why he's appealing. He's disappointed. Now, it was a miss here, beautifully set up by the big Dutchman. And the flag was up. And all was going to come to nothing. Well, Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink, of course, he's still the top scorer. I think it would have been even better had he avoided some of the injuries he's had, of course. Well read by Presley. Zaraski back, Nakamura. Presley. Paul Hartley on the ball, only his second appearance at Celtic Park since joining the club. Lennon. Well, McGarry and Nakamura were involved, a little needle there, but the referee didn't see it. Beautifully played out, but Nakamura just a little bit too hard for him. Corrigan. McBride making heavy weather of that. Wants the ball back again. Does the wise thing, Graham Smith. Motherwell disappointed they lost that goal so late in the game, and even the Kilmarnock boss Jim Jeffries said it was a lucky win. That's a free kick. Taken quickly by Hartley. Naylor outside. McGeady not messing about there. Brilliantly cleared. Reynolds was in and out again. As I said, he's been outstanding this season. Plenty of time there for Neil Lennon. Hartley. I don't think Hartley's been at the top of his form since joining Celtic. There's a lot more in Hartley than we've seen. Clarkson. Kerr did very well. Reynolds again. Beautiful play there by Lennon. Gets away with it as well. McGeady. No, he had to go for it. Again, the Polish player getting that little space down the channel there. Neat little ball played in front of him. Difficult to angle that, but he had to go for it. He certainly had Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink way to his left, but he was never going to make contact with him. Ball just played out there, Caldwell. I must say, I was never been an advocate of summer football, but on a day like this, I could weaken my resistance to it. Trouble is, so long as the summer lasts, that's a goal kick. Conditions are ideal, and many people argue, of course, if you get better weather, better pitches, you get better football. Good lead there by Zarowski. Yeah, very good if Celtic took a sore one as that was played into him. They're linking very well, these two, at the moment. Seem to take it on the thigh. All the big men have gone up again, down the D. Caldwell hovers at the back. Nakamura to take. Is he going to let fly at this? Oh, a poor free kick. Done much better than that in the future. Darren Smith making that run down that side. He ran out of options though. He was purely on his own, Darren Smith there. Very little alternative for him but to get down that touchline. Yeah, free kick. Presley in on the back, Clarkson down. Brian Kerr's pretty good at free kicks, but I think this is well out of range of goal after that incident there. Whipped away in, too strong there, badly judged. Eventually Danny Murphy put that in. Has to be much more accurate with his crossing than that. There was no chance for a player on this far side to get near it. To Caldwell, playing in that right back position today. Lennon. A little bit too cluttered in midfield, but Motherwell will get away with it. Celtic marking them up very closely. Craigan gets into it. Nakamura can't pick it up. Away goes Murphy. Looks for support. Not quick enough. Gary send it in and Clarkson can't control it. Well, if they do break away like that, it's got to be much more incisive. Celtic marshalled their defence very well. Lennon. Very good of Hesselink, wanted out back. Good position there by Zarowski. As I said, he's a very intelligent player, Zarowski, and going into open space then gives it away. Well, let's separate these two things. First of all, it was an intelligent run to the outside, made good pace and space for himself, and then dreadful pass. Reynolds away with that. Not a very good ball played out. McGeady pulled back there, and Brian Kerr doesn't like that decision one little bit, but he was pulling from the back. Had his arms round him, bit of a wrestle, free kick. Lennon once again patrolling that midfield with great self-assurance. Here he is. Build up slow though. Can he inject some pace? McGeady. Zarowski. Nakamura not cutting it up there. David Clarkson gets away from trouble. Clarkson. Wild shot. I said about Clarkson earlier on, he hasn't fulfilled the promise that he showed in his earlier days at Motherwell. He really looked outstanding, a great prospect, and you see him here, and I think just lack of conviction. Couldn't make up his mind quite what to do, laid off or let rev himself. You saw the result of that. Zarowski almost getting in behind there and did. Reynolds tracked him very well. Good interception there by O'Dean. That's a slack ball by Corrigan. Clarkson again. That's surely a free kick. No, the referee just waved the play on. Not the free kick to me. Darren Smith going down. There he is again, Smith. Backed up there by McBride. Now Kerr. There's a little opening. First real shot of the game by them. Christian Vadoc getting in the shot. Nice build-up. He suddenly found himself without any marker. Look, here. Nobody covering him, but he snatched at it. Long and high. Corrigan. That was superbly done by Corrigan. Vadoc. There he is again. Not sure of themselves. Well, that's a bad clear. Graham Smith putting his defence in trouble. McGeady tries to get that through. Brad Kerr comes away with it. Referee says no free kick. I'm very good at whistling. Tries to follow it up. Nakamura could be dangerous in that position. I'm surprised he fed it back the way though. Good clearance there. That was McBride in. And eventually wide, although Naylor has a very good left foot on him. And there was no way he was able to cut that sideways or cut it back to anybody. I think a little frustrated at some of the efforts he's seen already in front of that Motherwell goal. Presley away again. That looked like a free kick. And it takes it quickly, I think about 10 yards away from where the incident happened. Presley. All very methodical and deliberate. Celtic are at their best if they can conjure up something at pace. This is what McGeady is trying to do, and that is a corner kick. He certainly looks the threat this afternoon when he's in the mood, of course. There are a few better going down this left-hand side. That corner had to be conceded. So Nakamura on the far side. Swinging that away from goal, and for a moment I thought Smith was in a hypnotic trance. He just looked at the ball and he couldn't believe it was coming into him. Hartley getting that header, and look at Smith, the hesitation. Better away that time by Kerr. Almost the opening goal. 19 minutes of the game gone, and that will be goal kick. I mean, I don't think the Hartley header was all that penetrating and menacing. It's just that the goalkeeper for a moment didn't know how to cope with it. Nobody challenging for that. For Motherwell, that's a slack one. Clarkson coming up with Presley. Clarkson gets there. There's McGarry. Good interception there. Well, he redeemed himself, Neil Lennon, made the initial mistake and came back. Read the danger that he had put his side in. Just kept in play by very good of Hesselink. Yes, Caldwell. Lennon. Now McGiddy. Well, they're holding on to the ball, Celtic, but not making any inroads. Here's Hartley. Celtic could certainly do with a little bit of adventure and thrust from this man. He's capable of it. There he is. That was a run. Clever move there by Hartley. Just didn't quite come off. Made the space for himself with a pass. Presley hesitating, gets back there again and gets away with that. Looking slightly cumbersome today. Free kick. Away by Cragen. No concerted, sustained effort there by Motherwell going forward, but cut off by Reynolds. Cragen. Very good of Hesselink, was looking very menacing there. Slack play by Murphy again. Zaraski very tight in midfield. Lennon creates a little bit of space and freedom for himself. Gary Caldwell was screaming for it and he gets it now. Zaraski, Nakamura. Hartley, that's a beautiful ball by Hartley. Can it be kept in the cap? Slightly overhit. Vadoc caught in possession there, has to be sharper than that. Plenty of time for Lennon to bring that down. Oh, it's a slip up there. Darnody, Clarkson with it, and that is food and drink to the Polish goalkeeper. There was no sting in the shot whatsoever. As I said, that Celtic defence looking slightly out of focus at the moment, and Clarkson really couldn't take advantage of that. Kerr fighting hard for it. Presley stands up to him. Well, D couldn't quite get there. Doesn't fall to anybody though. Slight hesitation in that Motherwell defence. Away goes Murphy though. That's a bit of ball by Murphy. And again Clarkson finding it difficult to bring that down. His first touch slightly letting him down. Just about 20 minutes left of this first half. Still no scoring. Celtic have been labouring for too long in this game. Looking for sharpness up front. And there was a sharp tackle there on McGeady, and that will be a free kick. All the elements are there for Celtic to do something against this defence. McGeady looks in form. Zaraski has been certainly appearing to be very mobile. But wait for that final pass to pay off, and you saw once again there Bennigan of Hesseling's pass. Full one. Clarkson has to be sharper than that. Nakamura. Now McGeady. That's a nice little ball, Zaraski. Reagan seemed to miss out in his tackle. Lennon, he'll try for the chip, and it's too hard. And he apologises. Well, Celtic are finding it awkward because his Motherwell defence are massing very well. They have looked confident and organised at the back. Not making it easy for that little man. Coming away, kept in though. Caldwell gets to it. Ball brought down by Smith. Now Kerr. It's the final ball that matters. Very tight there. Well, McGarry did well to pick it up, but the final ball again wasn't good enough. There's Clarkson. Oh, the Hungarian player, why did he take a couple of strides there? Vadoc, he had a clear view of goal, and he wanted to take a couple of touches. It didn't pay off. Murphy. Lennon judged that well. Cregan totally missed out in the tackle. Lucky to get away with that. Corrigan goes forward. Back by Vadoc. Now McGarry. Decent ball inside there. Back it comes. Can it be put in? A brilliant defensive work there by Presley. That's the value of Presley. Good positional sense defensively in the box. No free kick, the referee says. Great piece of defending. Well, that was as menacing as Celtic has shown at the other end. Hasn't happened as often though. Now Corrigan. Once again McGarry tries to get in. Smith couldn't get down to it. And that was a better phase from Motherwell. They linked up well. They had players going through the middle. But again, like many teams that come here to Celtic Park, if they don't get or don't take the chances, invariably they suffer eventually. Now Hartley. Very good at Hesselink. Nakamura tries to get there. Reynolds half gets it away. Picked up by Zaraski. Now Lennon. That's very good of Hesselink. In the box at the moment. Hartley, decent ball inside, and that was the Dutchman. No corner kick, he's appealing that. It was deflected as he went in for that. Here he goes, sliding in to try and get that last touch. Vadoc. Now Corrigan. Well, actually growing in confidence going forward. Here's Clarkson again. Can he get the shot? There's offside. Good save there. And the flag was up in an instant. Darren Smith. Watch him coming in there. It played round well by Clarkson. Did the right thing. Must have been pretty narrow. And he was offside. 15 minutes of this first half remaining. Still no scoring. Zaraski. Now, Caldwell. Well, Nakamura went down there. Haven't seen too much of Nakamura, but of course, as soon as you say that, he does something absolutely brilliant. He's that kind of player. McGeady was going to find it very difficult to get his equilibrium there. He was always teetering off balance almost. You could see him there. I think there was a bit of shot pulling as well going on. Out to Corrigan. Kerr, rather harassed into that. Here's Reynolds. Hesitation between the two players there, and it's a free kick. Free kick to Motherwell. Interesting position this. Murphy's there, and McBride was pondering about that. Gives it to Murphy. Caldwell got the initial touch there, glancing it away. I think part of the reason that Celtic have made heavy weather of certain games is the huge gap that existed in terms of points between themselves and the nearest challenger, particularly Rangers. To my mind, it took some of the sharpness and the edge off them, and I think he realises that as well, you know, to get your players motivated when they virtually have won the league. Zaraski did well to hold on to that, and I think there's going to be a booking for Craigan. That's a sore one, I can tell you. Zaraski down there. That was a challenge going in very late. Little cheer in the background is because Thomas Gravison is warming up. He likes the fans like him. Like him even better if he comes on and changes the the temperature of this game, which is, even on a sunny day, fairly cool. Hasn't been much passion attached to it. And I think, I think Zaraski's finished. I think he's finished. The Celtic players beside him are indicating stretcher. It would be very unfortunate for this man if it were an injury that kept him out of the game for some time, because he's had that problem of trying to establish himself. There are competitors for that position. He's known that. He's had his injuries. And I don't know how bad this will be, but it looks to be an ankle injury. Now, we're pretty high up here at Celtic Park, and we're not quite sure, but it looks like ankle. They may be having second thoughts about him, whether they can stand on it or not. Certainly giving him plenty of time to make up his own mind about it. Difficult for players or for the physio team to make up their minds about this, but I think they are going to make the chance. And it is Ryden who's about to come on. Ryden, who scored 5 goals for Celtic since he joined them from Hibs, and a lot of people actually not all that unhappy to see him coming on at this stage. I mean, I'm sure they attach a great deal of respect to Zaraski, but a lot of Celtic supporters have wanted to see this man spearheading the attack, and now he's in there. Right to the side, it goes, and it's a side net. Great effort there by McGeady. It was always going to be very difficult for him to find a space with that penalty area so congested. Caldwell missing out on that. So, Derek Ryden, saw him playing so often for Hibs, and on his game he scores the most spectacular goals. Sometimes out of nothing. You could see him disappearing in a game before your very eyes, and you would think he was doing absolutely nothing, then getting a ball just outside the penalty with both feet, by the way, to score amazing goals. So Celtic want something like that from him. Here's McGarry, and the ball has gone out, in fact. Caldwell to take. Flicked on, and a free kick. Presley falling awkwardly there. Was that ball out? Yes, the linesman on the far side indicating a corner kick. Corner to Motherwell. Decent one played in there, neatly flicked away. Presley getting to it. Great play by McGeady. Sheer pace, still going. Ryden was calling for the pass. Very good of Hesselink, can't get in there. I think that ball should have been swept across to Ryden. Kerr. Ball still in play. Lucky break there. And it goes, and Clarkson underneath it. The little ball chipped in there wasn't good enough. Great counter-attack there by Motherwell. He might have picked up a goal. Certainly, McGarry let the side down a little bit. But his final pass, here's Kerr. Gives that away, and I think an injury in the penalty area there. Murphy, I think it's down. Twisting himself as he went for that. I think he'll be all right, Murphy, though. Trotting to the side. Back by Lennon. With 5 minutes of this half remaining. Still no scoring. Right to McGarry. Clarkson, there's a shot, well taken. Decent shot, a goal there by Clarkson. I think he tried to put a little curve in the ball as he shot. But of course he's against a superlative goalkeeper. I don't think there was any chance of them beating Boric from there. Up towards Ryden, he doesn't quite get in. Not the best of clearances. Here's McGarry. Good ball round the side, Smith. Should have been much more direct than that. Well, that looked like a goal kick to me, but the referee, I think he's awarded a corner kick. He has. Decent ball in, but it's a goal kick. Reynolds coming up for that. No great power behind the header. But as I said, Reynolds and Cragen have looked very well organised today. Watched Motherwell playing at Fir Park over the past 2 or 3 games there, and a little bit uncertain in defence. That's a nice, neat ball there, played by Ryden. Nakamura. Here's Caldwell. Well, Gary Caldwell's been asked to play at right back, of course, and certainly played there before, but much happier in the centre of defence. There he is with the throw. Ryden. Very slow progress again with 3 minutes of this half left. Lennon. Nakamura, he can guide him in well. Ryden tries to get the ball in. Good effort by Ryden all the same, and I think actually Lennon was a little unhappy that he wasn't allowed to get that. Corrigan. Played rather weakly out by the Hungarian again. Christian Vadoc hasn't really impressed me today. He did have one opportunity in front of goal, but wanted a couple of touches to the ball. Caldwell, not the best of balls inside. Not had the happiest of afternoons, Gary Caldwell. Nakamura. Abagidi. By far the most impressive player for Celtic so far. No hesitation there, they should have had that ball cleared. Here's Ryden. Now McGeady. Well, they get a free kick out of that, Motherwell, but at times, just at times, they've been labouring on the ball coming out of defence like this. And making it difficult for themselves. Down D screaming at the linesman for that decision. Good play there by Smith, and it's a throw. A couple of minutes added to this half. I think Motherwell will be the happier of the two teams, to be perfectly honest with you. Been keeping Celtic to this score at half-time is always encouraging for any team coming here. To Smith. Can't quite get there, and I think a deflection, corner kick. Well, this will be in the last seconds of this half, that ball going across there. Corner kick. Murphy, the left back, comes up. Irishman from Cork City. Of course, he played with Queen's Park Rangers, Swindon and Margate before there. There's his ball in, well away by Adi. Kerr with a shot, and it was no offside. Once again, it was Vados who could have put the finishing touches to that. Away they go again, Clarkson. Are they getting players into the box? Not the best of finishes. Kerr. Oh, far too many moves on the ball there by Celtic. Here's Hartley. Now Nakamura. Now McGeady. The man most likely to succeed, and gives that away. Vadoc. 3 against 4 though. Clarkson tries to get round to it. Presley kept his balance and position well. Now McGeady. Not a bad ball inside there, but Ryden a little bit slow to take off. He could have got to it. Half-time whistle, and there are some boos you can hear in the background at Celtic Park. I think Celtic supporters expecting on a lovely day like this something of a more dynamic Celtic. That they haven't seen. It's been painstaking more than anything else, and Motherwell have made a decent fist of it without themselves looking as if they can penetrate. Thus, at half-time, it's a stalemate. Celtic 0, Motherwell 0.
April on Setanta Sports, the flag drops on a new season of motorsport. Every race from every round of the British Touring Car Championship. And find the F1 stars of the future in the GP2 series. From North America, there's the Stanley Cup playoffs. And a new season of Major League Baseball. On Setanta Golf, live and exclusive coverage of the PGA and Champions Tour. Plus our new weekly magazine, Out of Bounds. Every weekend we head down under for live rugby league.
What a game!
And new to Setanta Sports, Aussie Rules Football.
Yes!
In Rugby World Cup year, we have more extensive coverage than ever from France's top 14.
Brilliant.
And the Magnus League.
Oh my word.
It's death or glory time for Europe's football teams. We'll be there at the crucial games.
Oh, yes!
And as the SPL title's decided, see who'll make it to Europe and who'll make the dreaded drop.
Oh, what a finish!
That's all coming your way in April on Setanta Sport. April on Setanta Golf.
Oh yeah.
3 more FedEx Cup events from the US PGA Tour, including the Verizon Heritage, Zurich Classic of New Orleans, and the Byron Nelson Championship.
You believe that?
Action from the Champions and Nationwide Tours.
What a play.
See what the pros get up to outside and inside the PGA Tour. Plus, we feature a series of fascinating insights into one of the game's greats, the Golden Bear himself, Jack Nicklaus.
And join me, Sarah Sturck, every Wednesday from 7 for Setanta Golf's new weekly magazine show, where I'll be taking you out of bounds.
This April on Setanta Golf.
OK, it's competition time now on Celtic TV, and your chance to nominate your man of the match from the game at the weekend. Which player do you think made all the difference and was Celtic's outstanding performer? If you can agree with our panel of experts, then a very special prize could be yours. This week we're giving away official merchandise from the Celtic Superstore. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning, then call 0901 633 1888 from the UK or 1513 712 522 if you live in the Republic of Ireland. If you prefer to use your mobile phone, then text Celtic TV, leave a space, then add the player's name of your own choice, and don't forget to add your own name to 85010 if you live in the UK. There's no age limit for this week's competition, but if you are under 18, please seek permission from the person who pays the bill. Lines close midnight on Friday, and we will announce the lucky winner to the Daily Huddle viewers next week.
The title is tantalisingly within Celtic's reach, but they've been made to fight every inch of the way. Let's witness this game today. It's not that they've been under any great threat from Motherwell, but they're playing a team that's been well organised, a little bit of conviction to them. After all, they've nothing to lose. They're in this crazy split that we have. They're consigned to that bottom 6 to other meaningless games. So they put up stout resistance and occasionally counter-attack very well. Jan Vennegood of Hesseling. Referee said nothing about that, thinking he fell back himself. Overpowered 3 Celtic players around them there, and little delayed reaction. Paul Hartley complaining to the referee. Let me stress, the conditions could not be better for football. Both teams try to play it, but I think there have been maybe too many touches in the ball by both sides. Chased by Clarkson. Presley's there. Plays it simply. Stephen Presley, who scored 1 goal and a very important one to keep Celtic in the cup. Very late on the game with Inverness. Clarkson again, shielding the ball well, but lacks support. Gets it now from Corrigan. Kerr might let fly, but difficult ball for Kerr to take. There was that awkward bounce as it came towards him. See it there, and it gets right underneath it. But he took up a very good position and was allowed to. Nobody was fastening him down. Pushed there by Nakamura as he went up for it. Free kick. Well, Thomas Gravison has been warming up a lot during the first half, and away he goes again. Doesn't mean his presence is imminent, but I think he will come on, especially if it stays like this. Kerr, now McBride. Former Celtic players played well today, always threatening. Now Hartley. Only option for Hartley there, Boric. Now Caldwell. Ryden. Not expected of Ryden. In a good position here. Can he play it out to the left? Lennon. That ball by Caldwell again. Well, the Terracing's not at all happy with them, and that'll be a throw to Celtic. Mark Wilson, by the way, had an operation, a slight operation this week, so it was unlikely for him to be playing in that full-back position today. Well, these long high... Certainly McGeady has looked a much more promising player, no doubt about that. Naylor is going to be lectured by the referee for that. Good old haranguing going on there. Oh, he's going to be booked. You never win an argument with a referee. Gordon Strachan has come to the touchline, maybe to add something to it. Having a word in the ear with the fourth official now. Well, Naylor is still not happy. He was starting a conversation with the other official on the line. Cragen taking this. Clarkson turns on it. Decent turn there by Clarkson. The thing about Clarkson is he has got himself into shooting possibilities without any lethal strike. Presley should have that covered. Played into Caldwell. Good play by Caldwell that time. Now Lennon. McGeady. Decent ball in there by McGeady, but well read by Graham Smith. He saw the danger from way out. And this is certainly the biggest threat that Celtic have had when that man has had the ball at his feet. McGeady looking very fresh. He's made one or two mistakes, but he's been in there trying. Clarkson going down heavily. Now McBride. Motherwell are still playing on. Will give the ball away. Corrigan, bad move by Corrigan there. Now McGeady looking promising. Nakamura. And very good official, it's in. Ryden. Beautiful cooperation between the two players. Ryden will be delighted he got that, but it was a big Dutchman at the back post who laid it on for him. Here's Nakamura. Typically good ball inside, and there was Ryden, his sixth goal for Celtic. And that's what he wanted and what the spectators wanted to see. Good anticipation there by the former Hibs player. And you know, that came from Motherwell building up a promising move for themselves. And he simply made far too many passes. I think they were unclear as to whether to carry on when Clarkson was down holding his head. Anyway, they're one behind, 7 minutes. into this half. There's a decent shot at goal, and Boric. Once again, Kerr coming up. I think Boric had it covered. He certainly made an athletic leap for it, but I think it was always going past. Well, Maurice Malpas, I think, will be very annoyed about that. I mean, Motherwell had very good possession, give the ball away, gets to Nakamura, good cross, and the ball's in the back of the net. Cregan. Cregan away. Smith. Free kick. Hartley in on that. Now Corrigan. Kerr. Picked up there by McGarry. Now Murphy. McGarry. Decent ball inside. Clarkson almost getting to it. Watch a ball played in there. Clarkson getting very close to that. All it needed was a very slight deflection. You can hear the crowd wanting to urge Lennon onwards. I think it's all a little bit too casual at the moment. Cregan picks that up. Back to Smith. Colville judged that header well. Murphy watching it carefully. Murphy going away with it. Good play by Murphy. Now Motherwell need pace, and every now and again they play the ball in behind the Celtic defence, but they really do like that penetrating pace. Celtic defenders always able to get back at them. Nakamura turns on it. Free kick. Once again, Cregan complains about it, but this is a useful position for Celtic. Lennon's going to stand right beside him. Sign language there by Nakamura. Trying to curl that run. There's a great save. That was net bound. And you could see he indicated to Lennon with a little gesture exactly how he wanted that ball put back to him, and it brought out the very best in Smith. Corner kick, Nakamura comes round himself to take it. Well done, Ledee. I saw him scoring a couple of goals when he first came into the Celtic team. Scored in his debut, of course, for the first team with a head, and proving an asset both at the back and up front. Off the head of Caldwell. McGeady did get the touch and wants it back again. Here's Riordan. Bad ball by McGeady that time. There goes Kerr. Now Clarkson, he's on his own now. Good interception there by Presley again. Presley. Riordan shielded that well. Good play by Celtic. Better play, in fact. Better combination. McGeady. I think that may have come off McGeady. No, referee says Celtic throw. Slick play by Celtic along this touchline. And it's certainly been a bigger threat down the left for Celtic than on the other side of the field. Clarkson looks just a little bit fragile on his own up front against the likes of Presley. Good ball by Riordan, and they won't make it. Caldwell. Well, Riordan has looked especially sprightly since coming on. And, you know, towards the tail end of the season, when Celtic have to pull on all their resources, it's invaluable to have a player like this of his talent, which hasn't fully been realised in the club yet, to come on at this stage, this juncture, and do as well as he's done today. Yeah, that's a free kick. Presley taking that time. Woody. Deliberating over this. Murphy away with it. Hartley. Well, very good at Hesseling, tried to chest that down. Here's Kerr. Kerr tried to go through, picked up by Hartley. Hartley so far has had a better second half than the first. McBride. Hartley going in pretty hard that time. Yes, free kick. Presley hard into Clarkson. I think the referee is going to give him a warning. There have been several times he's barged in from the back like that, eager to get the first touch. Free kick, Motherwell. McBride with it. Decent one in. Riordan out, no care. Chance here. And Boric coming out to that. He had to be brave. That was an opportunity. Smith coming in from the left-hand side. As that ball was played in there, I think Celtic should have cleared this. There are too many in on top of the ball. Poor header by Riordan. I think the goalkeeper did very well to come out as he did. Corner kick. Way to that far side, and Boric recovers very well. Here's a counter. Naylor. Cast didn't quite come off. He's annoyed with himself for that. He had Nakamura flying down that left-hand side. Here's O'D. Hartley has been lying a little bit deeper, trying to build it up from the back like that. Every now and again you get from the terracings this sort of murmur of frustration, as if they want Celtic to pound forward all the time. But Ryden has looked pretty good up there. The Motherwell defence certainly aware of his presence. Presley didn't bring that down at all well. Now Kerr. Murphy. One on that side by McGarry. Gets a decent ball over, but no challenge on Boric. And the ball played in like that near the crossbar, he inevitably gets hold of. Good judgment in the air. Lennon. Nicely played back there as McGeady again comes in, and certainly two of the younger players combining well. Well set up by Radin. Kerr gives it away. Now Hartley. Got a good of Hesselink, back to Nakamura. Caldwell was screaming for it on that side. McGeady forced to go back the way and gives it away. Here's McBride. That'll be a throw. Into Vadoc. Every now and again Motherwell have a phase in which they hold the ball well. The passing game is good, but as these final balls that don't look particularly clever, but that one deceives Celtic. Here's Kerr. Can he let fly that? And it's just over. I think a deflection as well, corner kick. Now Celtic have to be very careful about Kerr, because I've seen him scoring glorious goals from just about here. Wasn't much time for him to gather his senses and let fly and get control, but it was nicked away and it's a corner. Right to take, I think he wants it. There was a consideration of playing it short, but he's going for the very long ball. Very good if Hesselink was there. Kerr should have gone for that. Nakamura goes. That was a great counter-attack there by Celtic, but I don't know what Kerr was thinking about. Just let the ball pass him with the opponent. Here's Naylor. That good left foot of his, neatly played inside. Now McGeady. He tries to chip the goalkeeper and he wasn't far away. Great effort there by McGeady. A very good understanding has been developed between McGeady there, you saw taking that, and Riordan. Here's Corrigan. Right off the shin of O'D, and I think he was a little bit troubled as to who was behind him. I think that was why there was an uncertainty about his intervention there. Slack pass by Kerr. Some of his passing has gone awry in this game. Oh, Hartley. McGeady. Now, not everything has come off on McGeady today, but he's a continual threat. You can see the tension that develops in a defence when he's on the ball. Nakamura held on to it well. Corrigan to McBride. Playing it just a little bit too clever at times. Here's Kerr. That was better play by Motherwell. Came out of that situation. Very tight one. Now McGarry. McGarry's going to let fly, and again he gets underneath it. The finishing has simply not matched some of the outfield play, and as a result they're still behind. Now we saw Kerr and Clarkson having efforts like that, right off target. Cragen, ball almost up beside us. 20 minutes left. Celtic leading by that only goal. Well, there by McBride. Presley swept away by Lennon. Nakamura challenged and held on to it well. Riordan has linked the line well. Nakamura. Riordan took up a very good position, and again he might opt to go for it himself. He can't. Nakamura. Free kick, and Motherwell must have been warned not to give away free kicks there. Such is the immaculate skill of this man. It's virtually a penalty kick. You know, you can sense around the stadium that's exactly what they think is going to happen. But this ball's going to get into the back of the net. It's roughly speaking where it was when he scored that magnificent free kick against Manchester United. I think maybe it was slightly further out on that occasion. Well, what would you bet on him scoring from this? 6-4 on? Well, here he goes. Ooh! And he's annoyed with himself. So nearly there. Everybody on the edge of the seat as he ran up to take it. Centimetres out. And perhaps Motherwell will learn from that. They don't need escapades like that. Ball's out of play. Now Lennon. Riordan, first touch let him down, but he fought back well to get control. Good ball again by Caldwell. Just lacking a little bit of width to get it now from Corrigan. No care. Picked up by Murphy. McGarry's on the far side. There he is. Hesitating just a little bit too long. McBride tries to come in. Garros can't get the shot in. Not yet, and I think it was Smith who delayed just a little bit too long. There's a big Hungarian Vadoc, tried to get himself leverage to shoot, couldn't quite get it. And I think Smith should have been sharper up on that. McGeady. Very good play there by McGarry. Well, Presley did exceptionally well. There were 3 players around him. He just kept his eye on the ball. Now Nakamura, a little bit too hard with that, given them back by Cragen. Annoyed with himself. Here's Nakamura, wants that ball played back and doesn't get it. Murphy does well to come away, and that's a decent ball if Smith has the pace. O'Dea goes with him. Now Smith, he has no support inside. Has to go for it himself. No free kick, the referee says. And that looked promising for Motherwell with 15 minutes of the game remaining. Radin, well intentioned, maybe just slightly overhead. And he gets a corner. Little piece of a pas de deux there, he just flicked at it. Corner kick. O'Dea was in for that. McGarry should get the touch, and it's a throw. Throw to Motherwell. This McGarry again has been useful on the left-hand side. Bad first touch there by Smith. Here goes the Hungarian. And again, his pass lets him down. Good interception by Naylor. Good play by Reynolds. Fine play this. The Motherwell player is down, and I think he'll need attention. Away in the far side, Smith. Seemed to get one on the hip. Oh yes, badly. I think he'll take a lot to recover from that. Well, it's hot out there today, and a lot of the players have come to the touchline, refreshing themselves. Watch the crunch here. Didn't stop, right in. 14 minutes of the game remaining. Well, both managers are out there offering instructions to the players. Well, I think Darren Smith will be okay. Might be having a substitution. The man who's injured in the far side is the man who snatched that late equalizer against Celtic. No, he's okay, he's come back on the last time they played. Away goes to Caldwell. Nakamura should get to that. Paul Hartley It's a better ball there by Caldwell. Nakamura picks up. Caldwell on the overlap. Lennon. Ryden trying to get it back now. Paul Hartley. Lots of possession by Celtic. Just trying to find that final killer ball. Can't quite get it yet. Murphy comes away. Better second half by Murphy. A little bit unsure how to play this though. Has to send the ball back the way. Not enough players had gone forward. Excellent play by McBride, former Celtic player, Celtic signing. And he runs into trouble from Lennon. That ball should have been played about. Two Motherwell players arguing with each other as to the outcome of that. Frankly, I think McBride ran himself into a bit of a dead end. So Smith comes off and Jamie Murphy comes on with just over 10 minutes remaining. Yeah, very good of Hesselink going in from the back, unacceptable to the referee. Cragen. Down the side it goes. Looked like handling to me. I think McBride picks it up. Away by Lennon again. Not the best ball by McBride. Right to the far side. O'D is there. Takes that well, O'D. Kerr. Not a good passage just for Motherwell. Clarkson tries to get in on it. Presley very close to him. Neat ball in by McGeady. Yes, that's a free kick. Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink, I think, frustrated by missing out on that. Vanuc. Now Murphy. Again, McGarry will pick this up, I think. A bit too obvious, that ball. Caldwell read it very simply. 10 minutes left. Still the one goal in it. On to Kerr. Lynch bit of the side, picking up a lot in midfield in just about that area. McBride, and he gets a corner kick, I think. I thought he was a little bit late taking off after that, but he did manage to get it across, or at least off the chest for a corner. Just away. Presley did very well to get in there. Cragen still not cleared, and I think offside. Great deal of uncertainty in that Celtic defence from time to time today with a ball in the air like that. And Craig Beattie will be on for Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink. Now with McGeady, Ryden and now Beattie on, there's a great deal of pace right through the middle of the field. This could be interesting in the last, I make it 9 minutes. Well, from even my commentary position, we can hear the quaint sounds of the technical area. A lot of instructing going on. with some colourful language. Now McGeady. Well, it's a decent ball, just missed out there though by Beattie, just gone. Well, Lennon does that very well. How many times have we seen him breaking up promising moves like that? Good judgment of when to interrupt. Here's Beattie, appeals for the penalty, but he's not going to get it. Now that's the pace I was talking about. He's got that sudden acceleration which can take defences on. Look, he pops up there and the ball was played away before the touch. He gets the touch there, no penalty. Clarkston, once again brought down by President. Now President has been warned about coming in from the back a couple of times. Referee simply awarding the free kick, no action, and McBride to take this. Decent one in, here's Kerr with a shot and he gets right off it. Oh, he is annoyed with himself. You don't often get a ball popped out of the Celtic defence to your advantage like this. Now he had a decent effort. Yes, there was somebody coming up on him, but I think he held back in that. No conviction behind it. Five minutes left. Here's McGeady. Corrigan goes with them. And Celtic get the corner kick. That's the thing about McGeady, he simply keeps the pressure on, ball at his feet, long runs, dragging players away. And that's how menacing he can be. McGeady again. Nakamura runs in freely, should have done better than that. Now Nakamura. Well, I think Ryden was right to get in behind it like that, just try that little dig up the way with his head. And delightful play on this left-hand side again. Lots of people beginning to drift away now. Presley gets rid of it. Here's Hartley charging away. Did well that time, Hartley. Cragen lets that slip. Beattie. I think Beattie held back in that. You can hear the crowd response to that. It looked to me as if Beattie would have picked that up had he kept going. Here's McBride. Presley back down again, not the best defensive header. Corrigan. Kerr. Murphy. Should be one for Boric. Only irritation there for Boric was the ball coming out of the shadow of the stand right into the sun. You see him doing it here, but he judged it well. Nakamura. Murphy kept with him. The other Murphy. Three minutes left. Ryden. Nakamura plays that beautifully. Naylor coming up on it. Way by Corrigan, picked up here by Hartley. A little bit hard, that pass. Doesn't know where the ball is, Vados. McGarry. Alcare. McBride. Motherwell players flooding into the box. What a bad one by Cragen again. That final ball into the penalty area has let Motherwell down all afternoon. They've had some good possession. They've played very well, in fact, but never really put Boric under any great threat. Gary fought out with that well. Here's Corrigan. Alcare. Murphy. Down to Clarkson. Trying to get that over. Now to Murphy. Throw to Motherwell. Neil Lennon not too happy with that decision. Here's McGarry. I think there was a deflection, corner kick. All credit to Motherwell for keeping this game going to the end. I'm making about 30 seconds of normal time with the corner kick coming up. There'll be a couple of minutes of stoppage time added on. Decent one in, and there's a header just touched over by Boric. Cragen coming up for it. Ball swept across there, and then came Cragen. Couldn't keep it down, and Boric right behind it. Oh, it's a poor one. Yeah. Stop there by Radin, and I think a jersey pull by McBride. And I think I make it about 90 seconds in total left. Free kick, and Boric has known that Motherwell have been putting the foot on the accelerator in the last 5 minutes of this game. Ball away. Nakamura can't get there. Once again, McGarry has done very well down this left-hand side. Here's Kerr. Now Corrigan. Throw ball there by Murphy. Ryden's on his own. Looking inside for Nakamura, and I think that was meant for Beattie. Vados. Picked up by McGiddy. As the final whistle goes, well, Celtic were made to fight for it. Never totally overpowering Motherwell, who throughout this game have been very well organised. Celtic not with the flair and the passion that we might have expected, but nevertheless edging out in front, and possibly one goal and one game away from that title. Put in there by Ryden. No wonder. His 6th goal of the season, and the final score, Celtic 1, Motherwell 0.
For the latest news, log on to celtictv.info. super sub Derek Riordan's goal enough for Celtic to move within 3 points of title? Stand up and be counted, manager in half-time and full-time roasting. And on a lighter note, we catch up with all the action from the Sub-Mari charity game. Hi there, welcome to The Huddle on Easter Monday as we take a closer look back at Saturday's game against Motherwell. It was another uninspiring performance from the Hoops, but we're in a results business and Celtic are now just one win away from being crowned champions. Here to guide us through the finer points from the game is former assistant manager Billy Stark. Good evening, Billy.
Evening, Billy.
So let's get to the action. Magic Zarowski returned to the starting 11 in place of Craig Beattie as Gordon Strachan looked for more goals from his strike force. Guiding you through the best of the action from a sun-drenched Celtic Park is your commentator Archie McPherson.
Plenty of space here for McGeady. Clarkson tracking him all the way. Oh, it's a decent ball in. Beautifully put down there to Zarowski. I think the flag was up, you know, and that's why he's appealing. He's disappointed. No, it was a miss here, beautifully set up by the big Dutchman. And the flag was up. Reynolds again. Beautiful play there by Lennon. Gets away with it as well. McGeady. No, he had to go for it. Again, the Polish player getting that little space down the channel there. Neat little ball played in front of him. Difficult angle that, but he had to go for it. Clarkson again. That's surely a free kick. No, the referee just waved the play on. The free kick to me. Darren Smith going down. There he is again, Smith. Backed up there by McBride. Now Kerr. There's a little opening. First real shot of the game by them. Christian Vadoc. Nice build-up. He suddenly found himself without any marker. Look, here. Nobody covering him. Zarowski did well to hold on to that, and I think there's going to be a booking for Craigan. That's a sore one, I can tell you. Zarowski down there. And it is Riordan who's about to come on. A lot of Celtic supporters have wanted to see this man spearheading the attack, and now he's in there. Right to the side, it goes, and it's the side net. Great effort there by McGeady. It was always going to be very difficult for him to find a space, but that penalty area is so congested. Clarkson going down heavily. Now McBride. Motherwell is still playing on. And give the ball away. Corrigan, bad move by Corrigan there. Now McGeady looking promising. Nakamura. Yeah, very good official, gets in! Riordan! Beautiful cooperation between the two players. Riordan will be delighted he got that, but it was a big Dutchman at the back post who laid it on for him. Here's Nakamura. Typically good ball inside, and there was Riordan, his sixth goal for Celtic, and that's what he wanted and what the spectators wanted to see. Good anticipation there for the former Hibs player. Nakamura turns on it. Free kick. Once again, Craigan complains about it. Trying to curl that run is a great save. That was net bound. And you could see he indicated to Lennon with a little gesture exactly how he wanted that ball put back to him, and it brought out the very best in Smith. Yes, free kick. Presley hard into Clarkson. I think the referee is going to give him a warning. There have been several times he's barged in from the back like that, eager to get the first touch. McBride with it. Decent one in. Riding out, no care. Chance here. And Boric coming out to that. He had to be brave. That was an opportunity. Smith coming in from the left-hand side.